Hi guys, so today is day 3 and after my fun night in Candy, I woke up the next morning feeling so fresh and excited to explore again. I got ready quickly and headed down for breakfast and let me tell you, there's something special, magical about having breakfast with a view like this. Coffee in one hand, mountains and mist right in front of me, birds flying across the hills, bus ekdam perfect start to the day. Moments like this just make you pause and think, wow, this is what I live for. Once I finished, my guide was already waiting, and our first stop of the day was a spice garden. Now, I've always been very fascinated by natural remedies and Ayurveda type treatments, so I was pretty excited about this. As soon as I got there, this man came to greet me, and guess what? He was from Coimbatore and spoke really fluent Malayalam, and I was like, wait, what? Here I am in Sri Lanka and suddenly I hear Malayalam. Like, mera dil khush ho gaya yaar. We instantly connected and honestly felt like meeting someone from back home. He then took me around showing me different plants and spices and explaining how each one helps with different health issues. Digestion, skin problems, headaches, even serious conditions like sciatica. As he was talking, I kept thinking about Kerala. The whole vibe, the smells, the earthy colors, the calmness. It reminded me so much of the spice plantations back home, but with this unique Sri Lankan charm. Towards the end of the tour, he asked me if I would like to try a quick massage, like a head massage or a neck and shoulder, and those were the options. And obviously, maine bola head massage, please. So they used one of their homemade herbal oils, and those 10 minutes of pure bliss. I didn't even realize how tense and tired I was until that moment. It was short, but honestly, it felt like a reset button for my whole freaking body. So before leaving, I stopped at their little shop where they sell natural oils and medicines. So I actually bought a hair oil for myself and another one for my mom because she struggles with sciatica pain. And then it was time for a long drive. 5 hours to be exact. And oh my god, the moment I reached, I knew it was so worth it. I was staying at this resort called Waraka, which means jackfruit in Sinhala, the local language here. And guys, this place, wow, like I freaking have no words to say. From the second I stepped out of the car, pura vibe hi change ho gaya. Like it was calm, quiet, so peaceful, like the whole world just slowed down for me. The staff welcomed me with this refreshing drink, and after 5 hours on the road, that first sip was heaven. As they walked me to my room, I couldn't stop looking around. Everything there was just so thoughtfully done, like the earthy tones, the open layout, the way it blended into nature. It felt like this place just belonged here. You know what really caught my eye? The dining tables. They were actually made from old sewing machines with the pedals still at the bottom. It was so quirky and creative, but also such a cool way to reuse something old while keeping its history alive. I loved that detail so much. Like Waraka is a sustainable hotel and you can feel it everywhere. From the design to how they handle food and waste, even the activities are planned with care. They offer kayaking, which I was really looking forward to, but since it was their harvesting season, the water had been redirected for farming. So the water level was too low. At first, I was a little sad, but honestly, the place itself was so beautiful and peaceful that I didn't even mind. And here's something wild. When I checked in, I realized I was the only guest. Like, imagine this entire gorgeous resort just for me. I decided to make the most out of it. But before exploring, my stomach reminded me that I hadn't eaten hours. I was starving. So I asked if they could make me something light, and they quickly whipped up a wrap just for me. Hey guys, അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ദേ പൂളിൽ പോകാൻ പോവാണ്. പക്ഷെ I was so hungry because lunch ഒന്നും കഴിച്ചില്ലായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഷവർമ ഓർഡർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഷവർമ കഴിച്ചിട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പുളി ഇറങ്ങാം. The plan was to swim, though I don't know swimming. But the second my foot touched that water, arey baba, itna thanda pani tha. So no way was I getting into that. So I just hopped into the jacuzzi instead, and honestly, best decision ever. The warm water, the cool evening breeze, the sunset painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, birds flying overhead. It was magical. And in that moment, I just sat there feeling so freaking grateful. Grateful for this trip, grateful for the chance to travel, and grateful for being exactly where I was right then. Sometimes life moves so fast, but that evening I felt completely present and at peace. While I was soaking it all in, a few other families started checking in, and the place suddenly felt more lively. I even ended up chatting with a lovely Spanish couple. We spoke about Kerala, Sri Lanka, Spain, Dubai, sharing stories about food, culture, travel. It was so heartwarming to connect with complete strangers and still find common ground. And after such a peaceful day, I headed back to my room, crashed the second my head hit the pillow because the next morning was going to be an early start. I had a safari at the Yale National Park and I could not wait. And that's how day 3 ended, from learning about natural healing at the Spice Garden to discovering this gorgeous, sustainable hidden gem to meaningful conversations and moments of pure gratitude. It was a day I'll never forget. The kind of the day that reminds you exactly why you travel.